Hey Kel Kats, welcome back to another episode of Intoxicated. I am your host, Kelsi Davies, and I am here with my roommate slash best friend, Mady Kelly.
Hello, what is up? I'm back. Are you surprised?
I was supposed to have an actual, guest.
Like,
not saying you're not a guest.
Thanks,
you're like the co-host pretty much. But I was going to have a guest, but she couldn't come tonight. So she'll be on next time, probably. Hopefully, I have plans for a few guests for the future. We are going to move forward with Intoxicated. This is episode 10. Woo! Episode 10. 10. Yeah. Episode 10. Woo! If you guys want to watch this live, we are all... oh my god. If you guys want to watch this live, we are on YouTube. It's KelsiDavies. That is Kelsi Davies. And you can check out Mady Kelly as well. She is also going to be filming a podcast tonight. It is Mady space Kelly. Mine also has a space. We are very high and a little bit, intoxicated. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Clink. And to anyone out there, comment below your intoxicated choice of the night. While they're commenting, Mady, what is your intoxicated choice of the night?
I am having a lime White Claw, and I had a little bit of some Devil's Lechuga as well. Mm-hmm. Feeling really relaxed.
Mm-hmm. I had that XJ13 smoked out of my piece.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Also, am drinking a White Claw, which is pretty rare for me. I'm a little bit allergic to alcohol. I got that Asian glow, so it's fine. Runs in the family. I blame the Asian side of my family for it. But last week we kind of ended up... Oh my god. I don't usually drink. I'm sorry. Last week we ended on another cliffhanger, and we were kind of going into reptilians and other beings that we think kind of maybe live with us on this planet or visit us. I don't know. What do you think about reptilians, Mady? What are your thoughts? Do you think they're real? Do you think they live amongst us? Do you think they run our world? What do you think?
I'm all scared. She's asking me 10 questions. I definitely believe in reptilians, and I definitely think they live amongst us. I just feel like they're not what we think they are. I think they're not as scary as we have made them out to be as a society.
Reptilians themselves, or some other beings?
Just other beings. I don't know. Reptilian is obviously a term you can use, but I feel like there's just so many things we don't know, and I feel like so many people are on different dimensional levels energetically. Mm-hmm. So I feel I don't know if I would label it reptilian, but I definitely feel like we have higher dimensional beings that are living amongst us, and those are the people raising the collective. Oh. I sounded very intellectual.
Yeah, wow, Mady.
Oh, look at me, and I didn't even go to college.
Keep going. But I agree, and I think that there is a lot that we don't know about aliens and our government working with them and other dimensional beings in itself. We're going to talk about, I guess, some theories about the reptilians. Oh my god, I have a piece of rice. I've had a piece of rice on my chest.
I don't know why I was looking at your
chest.
There's a piece of rice.
Okay, well, YouTube, you probably were is she gonna get that
Your hair was covering it, I think.
Was it? Is she gonna get that piece of rice off her chest or something?
I was she has a literal piece of rice on her chest.
I really did. Well, now you guys know what I ate for dinner.
Also, Kelsi and I got fried tonight. If you're watching, I don't know if you guys can see, but I look tan, but I'm also fried.
Yeah, we got a little bit fried at the OC Fair, which was pretty fun. But anyways,
off topic.
Back to reptilians and shit. Oh my god.
Where were we? I don't know what we're talking about.
Okay. Oh yeah. So there have been many YouTube videos and just features on social media of people with reptilian eyes on camera, people they think that are glitching, a lot of celebrities and stuff. I don't know. I do feel like the government works with other beings and maybe higher dimensional beings, maybe beings that are of our vibrational frequency, I feel like reptilians might be kind of our own vibrational frequency, which is why we don't really I don't know if reptilians are real. We're just hypothetically speaking here. Like,
it's
if
a very broad
reptilians are real.
term.
It is. If you guys believe. This is this is for open-minded people. So if you're not open-minded, like, goodbye. Like, skedaddle out of here.
Apologize, but this is not for you.
Yeah, this ain't for you. But if they're, like, I feel like we would be able to sense them if they were a higher dimensional being. Whereas, like, they kind of blend in with us. So maybe they're with our, frequency or whatever. But maybe there's other beings, too, that are lower dimensional, like the Greys are said to be a lower vibration.
Yeah.
And said to be, like, you know, they abduct people and people have bad, horrible nightmares and experiences with the Greys usually. And it's usually that same description of the big eyes, the weird-shaped head, like, you know, with like the little mouth. Like, it's always like that description of bad experiences,
it's never positive.
Right.
And I just feel like people don't acknowledge that, like, to be, like, obviously it's a different, like, aliens are basically just different dimensional beings. And so it's like, to just, like, depict them in that way isn't really, like, fair, because I feel like even people, like, I consider us higher dimensional beings because I feel like we are more, like, aware of things and we're more spiritual and in tune with the frequencies now. And I feel like, you know, I just feel like it's weird to, like, label things too.
Right.
Like reptilian, like, what does that even mean, you know?
Right. Well, it could be like a breed, like a species of alien. So that's probably where that came from. Like a species that looks like is based off of reptilians, you know, like, I don't know. Or a species that is, you know, something other, like we're a human species. You know what I mean?
It's just like another name.
It's just another name for a species, like human, like, you know, what makes us human, right? Like, what makes them reptilian, like, you know what I mean?
It's weird because they, like, make it sound like it's, like, such a negative thing.
Right.
And it's like, but, like, we don't even really know what reptilian means. Like,
exactly.
Like, have you met a reptilian? I don't know. Maybe.
Shit, I don't know. But,
I don't know.
But, I mean, there could be, like, with everything, I believe there's always good and bad. With everything, with humans, there's good and bad. With maybe Pleiadians or whatever, high dimensional beings, there could be good and bad, you know, angels, demons, like, it's all balanced.
It has to be.
It has to be balanced. Like, that's just how our world is. Like, it just needs that negative and positive energy to balance it. Otherwise, you know, one would overrun the other and it just would not work.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep going with other dimensional beings and portals. So do you believe in portals? Do you think there are portals?
Yeah, we've talked about this. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Can't deny it now.
So we got to get into that. So I've noticed, like, myself, I'm a medium and I can see, like, things that most people can't. You know, like, I can't see all of it, obviously, not all the time. I am very beginning at practicing my mediumship. Like, I was born a psychic and a medium, but my mediumship I was very, like, blocked off to, and I feel like I needed that opening, like, that spiritual awakening to open myself up and allow me to see these things, because I would see things when I was little and they would scare me, and I wanted nothing to do with them. So it's like, that's kind of been with me. And then Mady also does have medium abilities and intuition, and she does tarot cards. Like,
it's weird because, like, I feel like Kelsi has, like, she's been, like, in stages, like, a little bit above me, and so, like, I will start having things happen and I can go to her and be like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, that's been happening to me forever. And I'm like, okay, great. I didn't ask for any of this, but okay.
And if you guys want to learn more about the psychic abilities, we do have other episodes of this podcast. Mady is also in many of these episodes. So you can hear about her experiences and my experiences as, like, having these abilities. But going into the portals, we have seen portals. So I've noticed mediums, like a lot of my friends, which was what I was getting into before I went on a tangent. I blame the weed.
What happens when you smoke?
I know, you just keep talking and talking.
I blame the weed.
I blame the weed. But I've seen, like, myself, I've seen these tears just, like, out of nowhere, like, just randomly I'll see a flash of them. That's kind of how I see things, is very quickly. So I would see, like, I've seen this multiple times. It's either a tear, and it kind of has, like, this glowy type aura with it. Like a purple. I sound crazy, literally sound nuts. But I've seen things going in and out of them. And usually it's shadows, but I'm like, what is that? Like, I've seen it, and I thought there was something wrong with my eyes. And then I would, like, I would be sitting on the porch and all of a sudden I'd see like this big round like hole just in the, like just there. And I was like, I don't know. I just see these things sometimes. And then I'm not like, I don't have any like, you know, mental just like, what's it called? Where you see things. I don't have like, you know, I don't have any of that. So if anyone's like,
it's not like a mental illness.
If anyone's like, you need to go get checked.
No,
like,
she
I'm
has
good.
been checked.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm
just anxiety.
It's anxiety, but you know. Okay, so getting into this, I thought I was crazy, right? I was like, what am I seeing? Like, I didn't really tell people what I saw because they would think I'm freaking nuts.
Yeah.
But then I would ask, like, Amanda, and she was like, dude, I literally saw one, like, the other day. And, like, she described it exactly how I saw it. And Amanda, if you don't know Amanda Ray is a medium, a very advanced medium who can
seeing ghosts her
entire life. Like, she sees them like people. She just collabed with Sam and Colby. Like, she literally like it's crazy. It's so weird. Like, I can't.
It's wild. It's really wild.
It's literally wild. But she's seen them. And Mackie, I asked her too, and she's like, oh my god, like they're all like, oh my god, I didn't want to tell anyone because
you don't know what it is.
Yeah, they're like, I thought I was just seeing things, like, you know. And then you've seen like stuff like it.
It's more so like it's not like a circle, it's a tear. That's like all it is. And
tear,
it's like it's a flash. Like it's kind of the same thing where like sometimes when I see spirits, like I don't really even see them. I just see an orb. Like it's like quick like that, and it's purple every time I see it. And it's always in the sky at night, and it's really freaking weird.
Yeah.
Like really weird.
Or it'll just be in the middle. It'll look like it's like not like floating in the kitchen, like it's not moving, it's just there. Like it's like, I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. But people always say like there's a lot of ways to create portals, and mirrors can be portals, and I do believe that.
I definitely believe that.
I definitely believe it. I've seen like at haunted places I've been to, I've seen things go in and out of the mirrors. Kind of like the tears. Yep. Which is so crazy to me. If anyone's had these experiences, or you're a medium, please like let us know.
Because we do feel crazy
sometimes. But like, don't sit there and be like, you need help, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, come on now. Like, we're high and intoxicated, so we get to talk about things that we don't really talk about with people here. Yes. You know, this is a safe place.
It is a safe space.
It's a safe space.
We don't judge others for their beliefs.
No, absolutely not. But do you think that aliens use these portals, like other dimensional alien beings are able to use these portals that we're seeing?
See, the thing that's like I don't know, because I feel like it's so hard to understand, because there's the spirit realm where like, you know, obviously it's another dimension, but it's like past loved ones, like that kind of thing. But then there's like the aliens where I'm like, are they in the same dimension as us? They're just in a different space in like the atmosphere, like the universe. Yeah, like it's hard, like on a different planet. Yeah. Like I don't know. And so that's where it's like hard to tell. Like I don't know. I feel like for some reason they're on the same, like they're in the same almost dimension as us. They're just from a different planet. I don't know. Yeah.
I believe, honestly, I feel like some UFO species, alien species, UFO.
Well,
you know, I feel like some different types of like aliens or species are able to use these portals and are technologically advanced enough to use these portals. Yeah. I don't know. I've seen like videos of UFOs and like, you know, videos people have caught, and sometimes like the one I saw in the sky when I was in Dana Point, that huge one, it was huge, and it was just this light in the sky, and it like zoomed and stopped in midair. Like it looked like it just hit a wall and stopped, or you pressed pause.
That's so weird.
And then it went and literally vanished. And I'm like, how would it go? It would either go light speed, or it would go through one of these portals I've seen like up in the sky. Like, what if they use these portals to travel? Like, there's all those military footage of those UFOs flying like super weird and like doing all this weird shit. And it's like, do they just use portals, or like how would they move like that? Like, it's just so weird to me. Have you seen those videos of them moving like that?
I've seen a couple.
It's like robotic.
It doesn't look real. Like it's like hard, you know, to know what, like, it just shocks. It shocks me. I really don't know how to process half of it.
Right. Yeah. And I think like the Pentagon knows about like
they know a lot.
They know
more
about
than
them,
tell
but I feel like
us.
like obviously they're the ones who released that footage finally.
Yeah.
But they are definitely hiding things like this, and I think they're hiding portals too.
Probably. I mean, there's a lot
like
of
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You know,
no,
like
they
that
literally
shit could happen.
It
Like,
literally could be what's going on right now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't downplay any of that because it's like you have to be pretty like ignorant to think that like there's not things that we don't know, and
Right.
like also like higher dimensional beings like who have these capabilities. Like if we have the ability to develop our psychic abilities and like things like that, obviously there's dimensional beings that could be even a higher frequency than that,
Right.
and have like higher powers and skills than we do.
Right. What do you
So-
think about like alien beings being like back in the day, like us humans and them, whatever species they were, had like children that looked like humans? What do you think of that? Like if
And that's,
they
like, what
if they
created the
mated
human
and
race?
like, well, not the human race, but maybe some certain people with more
with these
abilities than
abilities.
others. I don't know what you think about that.
Well,
That's like just like a theory or whatever.
yeah, I mean, I do believe that certain people are descendants from different, like, I don't even know, planets. I don't know if you would call it that, but there's like, when people do like past life readings and stuff, they talk about like if you relate to this, or if like you feel drawn to water or something, you could be from this planet or this dimension and that kind of thing. I definitely believe in that, and I feel like you could coexist. I don't know if it's like a human and a higher dimensional being get together. I don't know if that works, but I do think that some of us are like descendants from that, like a planet or something like that. Like we're brought here to be higher dimensional to like help with the collective. I don't know. It sounds crazy and far-fetched, and literally 2 years ago I would have been like, I sound insane.
Right. No,
But
yeah, I feel the same
it
way.
makes your mind think, because when you start seeing things, you're like, there's so
You're
much
like,
more out
what
there.
is this? Like,
Yeah.
I can't understand these things. Even the way spirits talk to you, it's like such a higher intelligence and like way of thinking and way of talking. Like you have to decipher it's like a different language.
Exactly.
Like you have to decipher what the spirit's trying to tell you. They'll tell you one little thing and think you know exactly what it means.
And then it's confusing.
They'll be like, stairs. And I'm like,
What is that?
what do you mean? Like, what stairs? Do you want me to go on the stairs? Like, are you on the stairs? But in their minds, like when they're talking to us, they're saying, oh, like I'm sitting right there on the stairs.
Yeah, well, like even
They don't
when-
have to use like a full sentence.
Yeah. I literally the other day, I told Kelsi I had a dream about being pregnant, and she was like, no, that literally means like new beginnings.
Yeah,
like it doesn't mean
yeah,
you're
it doesn't
literally
actually mean you're
pregnant.
pregnant.
But your
I mean,
guides,
it could,
but they
but,
send
like-
you messages through your dreams, and you have
They
to
do.
decipher it because it's not the same general meaning that we put to things, and it's like
Yeah.
you have to decipher things too, because they're trying to send you messages, but it's like doesn't communicate well sometimes because we're not of that frequency.
Right. Do you think like aliens kind of speak that way, like with each other? Do you think
Definitely.
that that's how their intelligence works? Like they say one thing and it's just like
I think it's like they
in like
have
their
a
own
higher-
language
yeah.
or their own way of speaking. I don't know what it would
They
be.
no, I definitely think that they do. I think obviously different species are like obviously different. So I do think if some of them live amongst us, obviously we don't know because they are able to communicate in a human form. But like I do feel like the higher dimensional probably do have their own way of communicating. I mean, obviously.
I feel like they could like
Switch it up.
or speak telepathically too. Like because with
possible with
spirits,
humans,
well,
too.
with spirits, sometimes like even Amanda, like she speaks telepathically with them. You kind of just know things. They give you things.
You get like these voices in
These
your
downloads,
head.
these voice, like it's so crazy sounding.
It's
again,
hard to explain.
Again, we're not crazy.
No.
I swear, this runs in my family. Like this is something that my cousin was messaging me about his abilities the other day. Yeah, my sister, like she has.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, I thought I was just crazy. Like I was like, no, like this is actually something that is there. Like it's there, but it's so hard to like. That's the hardest thing is like conversation.
Yeah. Well,
with
I mean, you
that.
think you're crazy, and you
Well,
think that
I
everyone
have-
else is gonna think you're crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because they don't get it. Like it's just like
Exactly.
not everybody is open to it. So it's like, oh my god, I literally sound like a psychopath.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, there's so many crazy things like skinwalkers. Do you believe in skinwalkers?
Yeah, unfortunately.
You do, like the ray, like creatures. Do you believe in like, because we talked about aliens, but do you believe in like creatures?
I do. I feel like because of some of the stuff that I've seen when it comes to like demonic things and how they all can present themselves in different forms, I definitely, yeah. I think there's a lot of like negative energy that can create whatever they want.
Yeah, I think there's a lot with skinwalkers, and we will get into that in the next episode of Intoxicated. Thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this very interesting podcast.
It was very interesting. I like this
went
topic.
in. Like, we really like, this should interest
The weed
us.
really hit us today.
It
So
really
we
hit
were
hard.
really into it.
We were just like really digging it. But again, if you guys want to follow us on social media, Mady has TikTok, which is Mady.Kelly, and then she also has Instagram, which is
Just Mady Kelly. Everything's my name. MADYKELLY. It'll come up either way, I think.
yeah. And then I'm all yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can follow me on TikTok. It's KELSIIDAVIESS, because why not? Why not add an
Gotta be a
extra
little
I?
extra.
Gotta be a little extra. And then my Instagram is the same, and my Twitter, and then my YouTube is KELSIDAVIES. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys are subscribed. Also hit that notification bell so you guys know when I post. Thank you guys so much, and make sure you guys stay woke.
Stay
Peace
woke.
out, everyone.